would say bad taste because, you know, we don't see the IOA ever issue out statements when athletes have won a medal for the country to say, you know, it's the athletes and the coach's responsibility to win that laurel. We are just a support staff here. So they don't do that then. Why do it now? Rahul Mehra, Nikhil of the opinion that this will not impact what we can expect tomorrow, the verdict. Do you concur?
You know, what will and what will not impact the mindset and the issues which are being argued and the legal issues which are being placed before the arbitrator is neither for Nikhil nor for me to comment on. We've seen, although even in our country, judges say that we don't get impacted by media and by media reports, but that's far away from the truth. Judges are as much, human beings as you and I are. And to say that they don't get impacted by public and media pressure is something which is good to hear, but and that's the way it should be. But I believe it depends from individual to individual. So for Dr. P.T. Usha, who's a legend in her own right, who created a space in the hearts of individuals the way Vinesh Phogat has in this Olympics by her loss then and Vinesh's right now. You expected empathy, you expected some understanding, you expected some basic decency, you expected, IOA officials not trying to save a professional individual, but the stake that is India at stake, India's medal at stake, Vinesh as a legend at stake. I think that's far bigger. But obviously, IOA being the body that it is, so politically motivated, so charged up by its own incompetence and unprofessionalism, something which I've been fighting for more than 20 years now. Nothing has changed, unfortunately. You know, they are a bunch of individuals who can't see beyond their own noses. They have massive egos. And therefore, these are individuals who need to be made accountable. They are the ones who for last 2 years are willfully violating and are in contempt of the Delhi High Court's landmark decision in my own PIL on 16th of August 2022. And unfortunately, it's the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports which is more than happy to ensure that they continue on this path. So all in all, I would say the administrators have failed India and Indian athletes once again, but that's nothing new. That's been the case, and that unfortunately, unless we mend our ways, will continue to be the way. We have great amount of talent in this country, but like Abhinav Bindra said, Preeti, let me just quote Abhinav Bindra, the legend that we have. He said that, you know, it is always despite the system, not because of the system, that medals are won. And he said so in his book. So nothing has changed from 2000 onwards and prior to that until to 2024. We are
but
still,
Pradeep Magazine, you know, the fact is one
at the hands of these and at the mercy of these individuals.
You know, Pradeep Magazine, one would say that keep the politics out of it, but the case is political, whether we like it or not. You'd want to keep sports and politics separate, especially at a time like now. And there's enough which is going back home where there are conspiracy theories abound. There is a blame game going on, trying to pull in the IOA or even, the WFI. So would you reckon that maybe to put those rumors to rest, this, we've never seen it before, but a statement like that released by the IOA?
Well, I'm baffled, like every one of us is, by the timing of this statement. Let me go back a bit. Didn't P.T. Usha and Dr. Pardiwala address a press conference after she was disqualified, immediately after that, explaining to the world, to Indians, that they tried their best? In fact, Dr. Pardiwala said that we went to this extent, but unfortunately, beyond this, we couldn't do. So if they were there at the whole night, if he was taking the responsibility of trying his best, I'm baffled now. They are saying that it's not our responsibility. If it was not their responsibility, why did they come on record saying that they tried their best? A. B, as Rahul Mehra has rightly said, Indian Olympic Association, Wrestling Federation, athletes, they all at loggerheads. They told the wrestlers that they will solve their problem, their issues will be addressed, nothing happened. So in that backdrop of politics having been played from the federation side more, because these athletes, these wrestlers were trying to seek justice. They had come on record, they had protested because nothing happened. So now to disown Vinesh, my sense is it's possibility that they have got an inkling of what the verdict would be. So that's the way they act. They may have said that before the verdict comes, let us wash our hands away so that the responsibility shouldn't come on us saying that we didn't try hard enough in the court. Because there are reports from Paris that had the case not been filed by the pro bono lawyers, it would have never reached CAS because there was a deadline. Now to have hired Harish Salve, and if India wins the case, who takes the credit? The state. Like Harish Salve came like he did in the electoral bonds and failed. But if he succeeds, the state will say that, look, if we hadn't helped, she wouldn't have been, her silver medal wouldn't have.
But, okay, fair point.